What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John. Luke, what's up, guys?
What up?
Hello. I don't know. I was feeling good.
I was feeling now you're not.
No,
after I
did it, it felt disappointing after I did it.
I like it.
Fancy. With the gold zipper too. That is a fancy quarter zip you got going on up there. Guys, also joining us today is a very special guest. Last time he came on, I believe we did some brackets, but today he's coming on to play one of our competitive games. We are playing Pole Perception. Our friend Amr is with us today. For those of you that do not know Amr, you can find him on Twitter at Amr, Gaabr. Someone took his real last name, so we had to add
the worst. It's the worst.
But Gaabr, Amr, Gaabr. You can find him on Twitter. He's also a writer for RotoViz and 4for4. Amr, thank you so much for joining us today, my man.
No, thank you guys for having me, dude. It's exciting. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. I think we're good to go.
Do this. Let's have some fun.
Like I mentioned, we brought you here to play some Pole Perception today. We got some people in the chat ready for today's show. Craig said, have a great show and day, everyone. I'm going to miss it being at the dentist. They won't put this on instead of the adult contemporary rock they are playing.
Why?
Well, that's really rude. That's really, really rude.
They should give you like one of those little mirrors where you can watch TV while you're laying down in the chair.
I don't know. I watched this TikTok yesterday from this guy talking about how the only dentist in his town is a child's dentist. And like it makes every encounter there more uncomfortable because like he's sitting there with someone digging in their mouth, Paw Patrol playing in the background. I was just cracking up. Kaysen, welcome, man. Glad to have you here. Albert, glad to have you here as well. Good afternoon to you. Mr. Scampers, hello. And Joel, gentleman, and JL. He's saying hello to
Thank
all
you.
Because JL's not a gentleman.
Thank you for respecting.
And Dave, what's up? Welcome in, Dave. Glad to have you here.
Yes.
Guys, before we get started with today's show and today's game, a couple of reminders. Number one, if you're not already following our guest, I told you his Twitter handle. He's at Amr, Amr, Gaabr. Make sure you go follow him on Twitter right now. After you do that, if you're already watching this, that means you're on our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, Front Yard Fantasy, and make sure you like this video. It is the best way to show your support for what we are doing over here. And guys, there's a couple new exciting things down in the description down there as well. Number one, we got our merch shop up and running. There's some limited edition Simondies up there. You can grab your tank top. You can grab a
Why
hat.
are you trying to change the name? It's Inches by Simon. It's already been decided.
Because Simondies made me feel icky whenever I first read it. And so now I'm just trying to embrace it. Ooh, all right. Simondies. Like that just sounds that's like that's just like concerning to say out loud. Guys, there is also our TikTok channel in the description. We're on TikTok at Front Yard FYF. Make sure you go check us out over there.
I'll follow y'all. I mean, I only do TikTok for fitness.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you catch Josh's draft prospect profile.
Josh's guns on our TikTok might be some like Fitspiration. Know what I mean?
TikTok is amazing. Great reach. Great audience.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm freaked out by the TikTok algorithm sometimes. Like just such hyper specific things about my personality come up on my TikTok, and I'm like, well, this is really
it
weird.
knows me way too well.
It knows me really well.
It's crazy how like 8-second clips go crazy, but like the more you talk, the less they push it out. I just really
like boring.
Honestly, whenever I'm on TikTok, my girlfriend and I had this debate recently. I'm there for instant entertainment. If I want long form entertainment, I'll go somewhere else. If they don't capture me in the first 5 seconds, I'm out of there. Like I'm scrolling to the next video. Yeah, like I'm not gonna listen to your 3-minute story if it doesn't start with something that really captures me. JN here saying Patty is watching today, so we gotta keep it dog friendly.
if you
Dog
say
friendly.
wait until the end, then I will stick around to the end. It's the one caveat.
No, you don't even say it. You just say like something like you put it at the very beginning,
Wait
just
for
like
it.
some text. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, at the end though. Like,
Yeah. Then you watch the whole thing and it's like,
yeah.
stay
It's like
tuned for
nothing
part 2.
happened.
And it's like, no, I'm not
No,
doing that.
no, but
I'll
the thing is,
I'll
like, they'll
report you
do
if the
that,
end
and
wasn't
like
worth it.
they'll be like, "Did you miss it?" It's like,
Yeah.
did I miss it? Like,
I don't
did.
know.
I don't think there's ever
You built
anything
it
in
up
there.
a lot. I don't know if I missed it.
Or the like for part 2. I will never watch your part 2 if you make me do that.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
never
I'll
see you
give up
again,
on your
so-
Dude, for
story.
some reason, I'm always ends a part 2. So I'm like, what's going on? I said, happening next. What's going to happen next?
Why couldn't they fit this into one video?
We got C-Bro in here. What's up, C-Bro? Glad to have you in here. And Toronto Dave said Simon needs a hook. Yeah, you got to hook me on TikTok or I am not watching your video. Unless you're referring to my hand. Which hand did you want to get rid of, Dave? Guys, today we are playing poll perception. Josh
Ever
is
heard of
going
it?
to be
Hey.
hosting today's game. He's got some polls ready for us. I'm going to explain how this game goes before we get started.
Thank you.
Josh, especially since you're hosting it. I know you always forget.
I still have not gotten down any of these rules. So
I know. So how this game
please
works
remind
is before the show, Josh, maybe with some help from some friends, found some polls on the internet for us today. They are going to be mostly fantasy or NFL related. He will propose one of those polls to one of our contestants. He may ask me, Simon, what percentage of people chose side A in this poll? It's always going to be side A that you're guessing for. Okay. So whenever you're guessing side A. I would be responsible for saying the percentage of people that I thought would choose side A in that poll. JL and Amar, you guys will then be responsible for guessing whether the actual answer, the actual percentage of people that chose side A is over or under my guess, the line that I set. The closer I am to the actual percentage of people that chose that side of the poll, the more points I'm going to get. 10 if you get it exactly right, 1 if you're 15 away, and it scales up to that 10 points, 0 points if you're outside of that 15 range. And then you guys, Amar and JL, you guys would get 2 points for correctly picking the over under. We will play one full round like this, one poll for each of us. But in the second round, there is another option. Whenever you are guessing over or under, you can now also guess way over or way under. This
Brand new
means that
rule.
you think the person's guess is more 15 points or more away from the actual percentage. So let's say JL guesses 30% and Amar, you're like, that is such a bad guess. I think it's 50%. You could take the way over. What that's going to do is it is going to double your points, 4 points, if it is actually 15 percentage points or more over. But if it's less than 15 over, you're going to get no points. So it's like a double or nothing on your opponent being
Damn, I'm going to
very
play
wrong.
this game. There's a lot going on right now, but I got to play it. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
No, exactly. Once we get into it, it'll be pretty self-explanatory.
Yep. We'll go like this for 6 rounds, 2 full rounds, 1 question each, at which point we will go into our 7th and final poll where every single one of us will be guessing a number, the percentage that chose side A. Whoever's closest on that one is going to get 5 points. Unless they get it exactly right, they will get 10. And the contestant with the most points at the end of this game is our poll perception champion. We got Mark in here saying, drop a gosh darn like, guys.
Drop a gosh darn like.
Drop a gosh darn like. Cheese in a bucket,
darn.
my friends. Drop a like. Jiminy Crickets. What do I have to do
Jiminy
to get you to
Crickets.
drop a like?
Jiminy Hoingans.
Dave said
You
left
did all
hand,
you could.
obviously. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. I am
Yeah.
right-handed, so that's
Naturally.
very nice of you. Geek Mill said, hi, fellow nerds.
I'm glad you put in
Welcome
the fellow.
Gleek.
Much better. Much better.
And Nolan said, FYF Simon, peep my trade. I'll check out some trades today.
Peep it.
Dave
is
said,
that code?
JL's background is ASMR.
Yeah.
It's like the
kinda.
visual version of ASMR.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Your
you guys
little
got to teach me how to
turkey
use
emoji.
backdrops. My backdrop looks lame in this video.
V-
I'll teach you. I'll
VSMR.
teach you, Amar. All you gotta do is frame some jerseys, put them on the
I
floor.
don't have a background.
You get a stack,
Stack
you get a
your
stack of
boxes.
stack of board games over there, and then all the garbage you just hide off frame, and then
Yep.
that's a good background.
Oh, my office is trashed right now. You guys can't see any of it.
Yeah, if I moved my camera, you guys would be horrified at what is in here. Guys, today we are playing poll perception. I'm going to pass it off to Josh. Josh, you are going to
Hey.
be running today's game, so take it away.
That I am, Simon. That I am. And, randomly determine the order going into the show. Simon, you're going to be starting out today.
Woohoo!
Amar and then JL, right? Let's go, guys. Are you ready to get in there?
Oh,
do it.
I
yeah.
am. Let's do this.
All right, Simon, you are going to be up first. Like I said, you ready for your first poll, right?
And C-Bro, you already got a cheering section in there, Amar. C-Bro's on your side.
Wait,
Let's
before you
go.
start,
Dave,
I have breaking news.
You could not pay me to move this
Breaking
camera.
news.
Like truly, I'm not sure there's an
I
amount of
could
money.
pay you.
I know I am
$2,000. If I
I am-
Venmo you $2,000 right now,
honestly,
you would not move your camera.
I am move like
You're
this.
lying.
Sure. But like around my office, like a full tour of my office.
I'm not
right
paying
now,
you $2,000 for that little.
I am humiliated at the state of my office. Like actually just I would not be able to show my face.
Breaking news: I won the poll today. We are in
Ooh.
unprecedented territory. 37%. Amar and
What?
Simon tied. 31%.
31.
Yeah,
You
this-
know what, I'll
I
take it.
quickly ended the
Something's
poll.
not
as
right
soon as I took the win.
Shevin said Simon is hiding his jail undies. Yeah, there's just boxes of them in here. Dave said he's rooting for
many.
Simon. Scott said he's rooting for JL. So we got one
Woo.
person in the chat for each of us already.
We each have our
We-
person,
Ooh, let's go.
like
Me
a
and
boxing
Dave.
ring.
All right,
Like a
Simon,
boxing.
we
Dave's my
are
coach in the corner.
Yeah.
starting this up. Simon, your first poll for you. Here we go. Dynasty, which side? Simple as that. Side A is Saquon Barkley. Side B is Chase Edmonds plus the 108. I'm assuming in this up and coming rookie draft class, the 2022 108. Which
super
percentage
flex?
of people? No context there. We only got Dynasty, which side? Side A, Saquon Barkley. I'm going to assume not super flex. I like to think that if it was super flex, they would let us know. But Dynasty, which side? We are voting for side A, Saquon Barkley. What percentage of people chose side A in this poll, Simon?
Okay, I would choose the Barkley side here fairly easily, especially with this. I feel like the 108 isn't as valuable as it has been in years past. The rookie fever is starting to pick up right now. People are getting really excited about a large group of these wide receivers, right? The running backs have stayed pretty stationary. People are excited about 2, maybe 3 of them. But the wide receivers are picking up steam. It feels like every day I see someone falling in love with a new rookie wide receiver, but I don't think it's enough to push that Edmonds side over, even though people are also down on Saquon Barkley. I'll say, I think it's going to be over, but not by a ton, but by more than a little bit. I'll say 61% on the Saquon Barkley side.
Simon, you are sticking with 61% on side A, right?
Yes, 61% chose Saquon Barkley.
All right. Well, Simon thinks that 61% of people chose side A, Saquon Barkley, over Chase Edmonds and the 108. Amar, we're coming to you. What do you think? Do you think the actual percentage is over or under 61% for Saquon Barkley here?
And when was this poll done?
This poll, all these polls were done within the last couple days. This one, I think, was about 5 days ago.
Dude, I think I might go under just because the perception of Saquon Barkley right now in the Twitter streets is really low. Chase Edmonds probably have the Mike McDaniels going to the Dolphins. There's hype there. There's Tua. They signed Raheem Mostert too, so not a lot of people are gonna be on Raheem Mostert. 108, you sell the rookie pick. I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna go under. Not like by a lot. I don't want. What's that double up you guys are talking about? I don't want
So
that.
that only happens in the
Next
second
round.
round, and we'll
Yeah,
talk
next
about
round.
that once
Yeah,
we hit the second round and let you know how that works exactly.
Go under.
All right. So he thinks it's under, but he thinks it's pretty close. He's not really sure. JL, what are you thinking?
Simon. I think you set the perfect line. I don't know.
Thank
what side
you.
to take here.
That makes me worried. If we both think it's a good line, then it's probably really off, Jay.
Yeah, Amar's should have probably taken the way under. I'm gonna go with over. I was like firmly under until like the last 30 seconds, and then I decided to go over.
So you heard Amar, just come in and say, I think it's under. And you're like, no.
And I was like,
yeah. Well, Simon, you split them. You got to be happy about that.
I am happy about that.
And I got to tell you, the chat is on both sides here. Scott saying 43%, Toronto Dave saying 69%, Zebro saying 65% right over, Albert 55%, Kaysen 54%, Shevin 63%,
Nice.
Dame 50%, Mark 81%,
Nice.
and Mr. Scampers 46%. I think the chat knows about my nines love. Well, guys, Simon went with what?
6 plus 4 is 10.
No, 80, 81, 63,
okay.
54.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of nines guesses here. But Simon went with 61% on the Saquon Barkley side. Amar picked the under and JL picked the over. The actual percentage of people that chose side A, Saquon Barkley, on this poll, out of 1,135 people was 63%, Simon.
Hey!
63%.
I'll take it.
I knew that was a good
That's
line.
funny.
I knew it.
Such a good line.
That's funny.
Chevin!
Hey!
Woo!
Chevin's
Look at that.
crazy.
Exactly right. 63% from Chevin.
All right, I'll treat myself to a tequila shot if someone else gets one more of those spot on. But
Because Chevin said shots and Josh said
not yet. I need to be more incentivized, you know.
More
And
incentive.
Mr. Scammer said Chev with the shot. Chev's gonna do it.
Yeah, you got it, Chev.
Also, Dave, welcome in. Glad to have you here.
All right, Amar, you knew that one was closer.
Yeah, I know.
Very close, but you took the under. I'm
under.
sorry there. That's going to give you 0 points.
So JL wins.
I win the whole game.
Simon really wins that one, if we're honest, because he
Yeah,
was so
true.
close. He was within 5 percentage points. That's going to give him 5 points for this game. Early lead, still anyone's game here, though.
I forgot to put a poll up for that one. I'll do it on the next one.
Fair enough. All right, guys, are you ready to just keep on moving? Oh, well,
Time.
real fast. So I heard that you said that you kind of heard the perception of everyone about Saquon Barkley. They're pretty low on Saquon Barkley, and I
Yeah.
agree with you. But I would take the Saquon Barkley side. Would
I'll
you
take
do
Saquon
the same?
easily. I'll take Saquon.
Yeah,
easily.
yeah. Okay, good. I'm
100%.
glad we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
Anyone else considering Chase Edmonds in the 108? here?
But Dynasty is more. It's not about like the actual value of the player. It's more about the perception of like the market essentially. So like
Yeah.
if you can get like right now, it's like Saquon should be easily in that trade. But like a lot of people right now are down on Saquon. So like you throw in a rookie pick, first round pick, and they're like, oh, this is a way to get out from Saquon because he's like losing value. So like that perception of the first round pick plus Chase Edmonds, who's like he's got some value. He's like still floating out there. He doesn't. It's not like a zero essentially. So that was my process.
What if instead of Chase Edmonds, it was Travis Etienne?
Easily.
ETN and 108.
Etienne and 108, right?
Because what Saquon's about to be 26, I think, right? Even 20.
He's 25.
I mean,
I think
Etienne's
he's low
proven
25.
nothing in
Yeah.
the NFL, right? We've seen
Is Etienne-
nothing from him, but
Is Etienne coming from Liz Frank or
Liz Frank.
Yeah,
Liz
Liz
Frank.
You can still come back from that. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I was
You put
Etienne.
ETN instead of Edmonds. Yeah, I'm taking ETN.
Yeah, I'd take
108.
Etienne. Yeah.
I was curious if that was going to be still
Our
on the
friend,
Saquon side, but
our friend Andrew Erickson from Fantasy Pros put out a tweet recently. It was like, who would you rather have, Barkley or ETN in Dynasty? And I was like, straight up, I have a hard time making that choice.
Straight up,
But
also it's like Barkley straight up. It feels straight up like Etienne.
I
and
would
Barkley.
lean Bart. Oh no, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Cause dude, a lot of reports at the Giants are like saying he's straight running routes. Like they're literally going to practice and just running routes. Like that, he's not even taking handoffs. It's just like catching passes and running routes. And like targets are 2.83 more times with the rush. It's like I'm taking the targets all day. And Brian Dable's coming from Buffalo. He's a smart guy. I don't know. That's how my thought process is.
I think I'm with you. I think I go Barkley as well, but that it's close enough that the 108 clearly pushes it over for me.
Yeah,
Like, that
100%.
changes it. To,
Yes,
like they're close enough that makes the difference.
Yeah.
Not this one, but with ETN. You're saying.
With ETN, yeah. With
I
this
hate
one,
seeing my name with a
absolutely
zero
not.
on it, by the way.
I'm sorry, I had to do it to you. I had to
Well,
do it.
it's your turn. You can fix that right here.
Yeah, I mean, if
Now's your
you're close
chance.
on this next one coming up, let's
funny.
see how it goes. Are you ready, Amar?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, perfect. So for your poll, who do you prefer in Dynasty Fantasy Football Leagues? Side A is Tua Tagovailoa, and Side B is Justin Fields. What percentage of people chose Side A, Tua, in this poll?
47%.
Fuck this poll.
So you're going to go with 47% there?
Yeah, chose Tua.
Oh, that's a good
So
line.
you think
that's a damn good line, Amar.
So you think that 47% of people chose Tua Tagovailoa in this trade? We are going to JL. What do you think? Is the actual percentage over or under 47%?
I'm taking the under. I think the 2-8 is going to supersede the Justin Fields 8.
All right, JL's taking the under here. He thinks that people hate Tua more than they hate Justin Fields. Simon, what do you think?
Man, this one's tough because people really like to count Tua out. Like really like to count Tua out. But now, like recently, we've been seeing talks of like Should the Bears trade Justin Fields? Like, have you guys seen those?
Send to the
articles and tweets?
Panthers,
Like,
please.
it's absolutely insane that we're seeing that. But like, there's some sentiment going around.
Do it, Bears.
Yeah, do it, Bears. Do it.
Yeah, cowards.
I'll take the under as well, but I think it's going to be close. I'll take the under. That one's tough.
All right, they're both going with the under here. And just like last poll, we got some people on both sides of the card here. Toronto Dave thinks it's 18%, very low there. Dame saying 33%, Scott saying 54%, Sebro saying 71%, Albert going with 36%, Dave 56%, Shevin 39%. So Scuba 31%, Quote Nation 44%, Kaysen 95%, and Mr. Scampers 11%.
Mr. Scampers.
Kaysen going with 59%. Sorry.
59%. And the chat, they said 55% under.
But still, from 11 to 71, like those are our extremes. That's a pretty big gap that we've got guessing right here.
That was kind of confusing. You said they say 59% under. So I was like
55% under.
Oh, 50. Okay. So yeah, gotcha. 55% of people said the under there. Yeah. Gotcha. So, hey, Amar went with 47% on side A, Tua Tagovailoa against Justin Fields. Well, the actual percentage of people that chose side A here, Tua Tagovailoa, was 33%. 33%. So, hey, what's up?
Did Dame get that one? Yeah,
Dame got it exactly right.
You gotta take shots. Oh,
let's go!
Nice
Too
job,
many
Dame.
people playing in the chat nowadays for me to be taking shots all the time. But
you made the rule.
Hey, I made the rule, and like I said before, I like tequila.
That is so interesting that Justin Fields still has a high perception in the Dynasty streets.
Yeah,
Shevin's in there.
Because I mean, his wide receiver one is Darnell Mooney.
Yeah,
Tua's wide receiver one is Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Plus you got Chase Edmonds and Mike Gesicki. That's interesting.
I think Simon
so he said 30
very high on Tua.
Yeah,
so he said 33% of people, 33% of people chose Tua in that poll.
33% of people chose Tua, and I think if this was worded maybe like who's the better NFL quarterback or who's set up for more success, Tua's probably might win this or it's a lot closer.
Damn,
but in Dynasty fantasy football leagues, I think if you just look at ADP, it will kind of tell the story. Justin Fields is getting drafted significantly ahead of Tua, probably.
Yeah,
but hey, it's okay, Amar. You got a point there. You got a point. You're within 15 percentage points. It's gonna give you a point.
You're on.
It's anyone's game. You didn't like that zero next to your name. We got rid of it. All right.
It's
it really is anyone's game here. All right. Well, I mean, 33% on the Tua side.
Man,
good job on that one, Dame.
That's just criminally low.
Yes, that's really low.
Like that. That's preposterous. Like I like Justin Fields. Don't get me wrong.
It should be a toss up.
Right. This should be around 50%. This should be around 50%. And
I think your line was right where it should be. Like ideally.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I get it, but I'm going to draft Justin Fields ahead of Tua myself.
I probably am too.
Yeah, Sam.
I get it. And that's what you said. You said 47%, right? So you're still taking Justin Fields, it sounds like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep moving. We're moving on to JL's first poll here. You ready to get in there?
Oh, I've never been more ready than this moment.
Before that, I just want to say in my dynasty rankings, I do have 3 spots ahead of Justin Fields in my dynasty quarterback rankings.
It should literally be a toss-up.
I loved him as a prospect. He had that weird start, and now with the weapons that he's got there, like they're just setting him up for success. Like I'm taking that bet that he's going to take that leap this year because like I believed in him prior to that, and now with all of these weapons coming in, the flashes we saw last year whenever he wasn't injured, like I think this is the 2 a year, and like come this time next season, I think we may be talking about him where I'm not the odd one out for having him as a top 10 dynasty quarterback. I think he could be higher than that.
One more point. I'm sorry. Got to do it. We're talking about fantasy football here. Fantasy football. It's the rushing ability that sets Fields apart, right? And that's where the separation between the NFL and fantasy kind of takes place, right? For me. Digress. I do think they're close. So we're going to move on to the next poll here. Simon, you got a pretty solid lead, but like I keep saying, anyone's game here. JL.
Joshua.
Who would you draft? Who I can talk.
Oh
Would
my
you
God.
trade the first overall pick for Deebo Samuel? I was looking through the comments here just to make sure, and it is a fantasy football related question.
This
It's
better
not
be
the
0%.
draft.
This better be 0%.
would
It was
you
not
trade
an NFL draft
first
question.
overall pick for Deebo Samuel? Side A's yes, side B's no. What percentage of people chose side A yes?
And just to confirm, you did say this is a rookie draft pick, the 101 rookie draft pick.
Yep, that's what it seems
the
like they were
rookie
talking
draft
about in the comments of this.
Okay. I'm going to go with side A is yes. I'm going to go with 30. No, sorry. The other way is what I'm thinking. I'm going to go with 70, 73. No, 72%.
So you think that 72% of people say yes, they would trade the first overall pick for Deebo Samuel?
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
way under.
Well, you're not up yet, Amar. All right. We were talking to Simon here. We were talking to Simon. Simon, JL was 72%, saying yes, you would trade the first overall pick for Deebo Samuel. Do you think the actual percentage is over or under 72%?
If I could guess way under here, if we were in round 2, I would. I think with the
Yeah, we're not in
recent
round 3 yet.
news
I kind of forgot about that too.
surrounding him potentially being traded, wanting out, and like getting out of that Shanahan system that's been so friendly to him is scary to some people, myself included. I think he takes a huge hit to his value if he ends up on, say, like the Jets. It's not going to be the same as if he's on the 49ers. So I'll take under.
Yeah, I'll take it under too.
All right. So both Amar and Simon are going to be taking the unders here. All right. Well, let's see what the chat has to say about this one, guys. And for some reason, my chat is loading so poorly right now.
You want me to pull it up?
If I had the
Yeah.
1-1,
I don't know what's going on.
right
It
away
won't
for
pop up.
Deebo.
You trade the 101 for Deebo?
Easily.
Sully said 175%. Dave said 42, but then I believe changed it to 69%. Nice. After Dave, we got Sebro at 75, Dave at 27,
Sebro.
Kaysen at 69 as well, Albert with 21, Scott with 68, Dame with 35, Chevin with 23, Quote Nation with 55%, Mr. Scambers with 11, and Scuba
All
with
over the
34%.
All
Everywhere.
over the place.
All over the
all
place.
over the place. All over the place. Well, you know what? Let's see what the poll ended up turning out to be. Would you trade the first overall pick for Deebo Samuel? Side A is yes, side B is no. Out of 2,581 votes, the percentage that chose side A was 44%.
Wow.
44% chose side A, and both Amar and Simon went with the under. That's going to get them 2 points on here. I'm sorry, JL. This was a little bit of a tricky one. It was a little bit of a tricky one.
That was
Dave.
that was trading the first overall pick for Deebo, right? You weren't getting Deebo.
Yes.
You're getting the first overall pick, correct?
Would you trade the first overall pick for
Yes,
Deebo Samuel?
okay.
Yes or no? If you think yes, I would trade it, then you'd vote for yes. You know?
Interesting. So Breece Hall better be going above Deebo, I guess, in startup drafts then.
And honestly, he probably is in a lot of places.
Or-
I wouldn't do it, but
Or if you have the 101, you are likely not a win now team, right? And Deebo is probably more of a win now player than like a build your franchise around him kind of player. It's like the 101 could be more
26.
valuable. He's not that old, but
his injury history scares that.
Exactly.
To be
That's-
honest with you.
yeah.
If anything, I think this is all maybe highlighting the fact that Deebo's value is somewhat fragile, right? Like he's been regarded as like a top 15 dynasty guy. At least in the
But he's
beginning.
like-
of
I
offseason.
said this last show. I move him around my rankings more than any other player. I'm so confused what to do with him because when he's playing in that system and healthy, he's like it doesn't get better than Deebo Samuel. Like you're hyped to have him in there, but you don't know when he's going to play. I don't know if he'll succeed outside of that system. Like he's talented. He'll find some level of success, but maybe not the Deebo we're used to seeing.
Would anyone trade? Who would you guys rather have?
I'll take Deebo.
Breece Hall
I'll
or
take Deebo.
Deebo easily. Deebo's
Deebo
a
for
top
me
10
as
dynasty
well.
player.
Deebo for me as well. I'm a little bit nervous. If he does actually
for sure.
leave the 49ers. I think it's a great situation for him being
Why
with Kyle
are you
Shanahan.
guys nervous? In fact, you don't want me asking.
Well,
Don't
first of
mind
all,
you
his
asking
injury
at all?
history, lengthy, going back to high school, injuries, riddled with injuries. and just playing in the NFL the way he plays, he's a hard runner, which I love to see. You know, it's going to lead to more fantasy points, but he's going to get hurt. He's going to continue. I really think so. I don't.
Are you putting him in the
injury prone? But
are you putting him in the Mike Williams, George Kittle kind of category of guys that play hard and get injured because of it? Like,
exactly.
Like these are the kind of players that just they'll put their body on the line for the play, and then you see.
I'm taking Debo over Breece Hall. You know,
me too. As am I. But I think your point stands, Just or JL, whoever said that his value is, I think, more fragile than some of these other top end wide receivers because of how he's used in the NFL.
And it's just a smaller sample size, right? We've seen it more times from Tyreek Hill. We haven't seen it as much from Debo. So,
and just one more thing, the uncertainty factor of like we haven't seen very many players used like Debo has been used in the NFL, and I don't have the confidence in other teams because of that to use him successfully like that. Like I haven't seen other teams implement that very well.
I don't know that he wants
similar style like players. No,
but he's a beast.
But then that hurts his value as well. But then he's just an athletic beast. So it just takes off that high end ceiling and brings it down to just a pretty high ceiling.
I think he was fantastic as a wide receiver as well. Like in the beginning of the season before he was being used as a running back. So I'm less concerned about that, but I see what you're saying. Cause if they can use him both ways, it's more likely he's going to have more opportunities. So.
Yeah, he almost had like what 1,100 yards in 8 games last year as a pure wide receiver. Like before they started the whole Shanahan thing.
Yeah, I mean,
like most
ended with like 1,400 yards receiving, just receiving.
Most wide receivers in the top 10 right now aren't even getting 1,100 in a season. Yeah, they got in 8 games.
Yeah,
that's fair. That is a fair argument.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's just keep moving on here. Let's get into our next poll. Simon, this one's for you.
And this is round 2, guys. So Amar and JL now, if you think my guess is real bad, you can guess way over, way under. But just a reminder, if you guess way over and I am within 15 percentage points, even if it's over, you will get 0 points. It is a double or nothing kind of thing. So that's how the way over, way under is going to work.
Aye, Cap.
Mm-hmm. Aye, Cap. All right, Simon, you ready for this?
You ready, kids? Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, for this one, we have a Dynasty Superflex PPR J.K. Dobbins value check. Side A next is J.K. Side B is a 2023 first-round pick. What percentage of people chose side A, J.K.?
This is a tough one. But I'm actually glad it's Superflex and not 1 QB because I feel like 1 QB would make this even harder. Like now I'm fairly confident what side I'm going on, which is going to be the 23 first side because it's Superflex and people are so hyped about the class coming out next year, especially the quarterbacks. Like people are beyond hyped about the quarterbacks coming out in next year's class. And J.K. Dobbins, the needle like of public perception, I feel like has been pointing down, not up. Like Gus Edwards is coming back with the talks about signing Melvin Gordon. They're like the writings on the wall that they're going to bring in another person. I think I'm higher on JK than the general perception, but I'll go fairly low on this one. I think I'm going to go with 38% chose JK Dobbins.
You are going to say that 38% of people chose J.K. Dobbins. Is that correct, Simon?
That is correct.
All right. Simon's locking in 38%, and we're coming to Amar. Amar, what are you thinking? Do you think the actual percentage of people that chose J.K. Dobbins is over or under 38%?
Damn.
Looks like you messed with them a little bit, Simon.
That's the best feeling when you set a line, the other people are like, shit.
I'll say I think 44% chose JK.
So the over?
Yeah.
But not way
over.
Not way over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can go way over here, right? So if you really want to take your shot, you
or way under,
over, you'll get or way under. You get additional points if you go for that.
Yeah, I think 44%. I would say.
So you're gonna go with over, Amar, right?
Yeah.
And even if you think it's way over, but you're not really that confident, you can still take over, and you cover that whole range still of over. All right, so we got an over. JL, what do you think? Are you taking the over or under of 38% here?
38. I'll go with the over as well.
All right, JL is also going to take the over here. So Simon, you went with 38%. We have 2 overs. You did not split the contestants this time.
Split the room.
Yeah, exactly. So we have C-Bro going with 58% here. Kaysen saying 34%,
Idiot.
61% from Brady, 37% from Scott, 45% from Albert, 38% from Dame.
Nice guess, Dame.
33% from Dave, 36 Chevin, 43
Scuba.
and then 13% from Mr. Scampers. 13% from Mr. Scampers.
18%.
They said 18.
Hairball.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it's a Dynasty Superflex PPR league. J.K. Dobbins value check. Side A is J.K. Dobbins, which we're voting on, and side B is a 2023 first round pick. Simon, you went with 38%. Both
Indeed,
the other
I did.
guys chose the over. The actual
also
percentage
true.
of people that chose J.K. Dobbins was it's 43%, Simon. That's within
Okay.
5 percentage
I'll
points.
take it.
Amar, wasn't that
kind of happy.
exactly what you guessed?
He said
Yeah.
44, right?
Yeah, you
44.
44.
You were
But,
right
that's,
there.
that's
Holy shit.
really freaking close. Simon, that's going to get you 5 points. You got 5 points on both of your guesses, which is going to give you a really nice lead here.
So the chat went 62% under, 12% way over, 12% over, and 12% way under.
Well,
so most
You
people
guys were
thought
pretty. You guys were pretty wrong.
under. Pretty wrong.
Oh my. Scuba, got it correct. I listen. I gotta take breaks off a little bit. If there's one more, the next one that's spot on, I'll take another little.
Every other, Josh. Every
Go
other,
Bell.
just mix some water in there. Healthy drinking habits, right? Everyone.
Yeah. I was drinking water earlier.
I want kidney stones.
There we go.
All right. Good job on that one, guys. Simon, you got a really nice lead here, guys. You got to do a little bit coming back, but it's definitely possible. All right, definitely possible here.
Give me
Guys,
another
J.K.
Debo
Dobbins
ball.
or the 2023 first? Which one are you taking?
23 first,
Super.
easy.
Yeah, I think it's the 23 first and super flex. You take the super flex out, this becomes trickier. I'll probably go Dobbins there, but if it's just super flex, I think you got to go the first because even if you like Dobbins better, I feel like that first is so much more valuable. Like you could turn that into Dobbins plus down the line. It feels like
It's a little bit closer for me. A little bit closer, but I think I would still lean the 23 first side, but I don't think it's as big of a gap for me as
I
it is
like
for you guys.
Dobbins. Don't get me wrong. I like Dobbins, but man, Josh, are you going to go Dobbins? You're probably the highest on Dobbins.
Give me
here.
J.K. Dobbins because in all my fantasy leagues I'm competing on that 2023 first is gonna win me championships next year. J.K. Dobbins is, guys. J.K. Dobbins is. I'll take J.K. Dobbins. Guys, you ready for the next one? You ready for the next
Let's
one?
do it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Amar. This is your second poll here. Ready for it?
Mhm.
Yeah, you sure? Oh, that was kind of a little hesitance there.
I'm ready.
All right,
There it
that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. All right, so this is a little bit of a weird one. I'm sorry you kind of ended up, but I think you can figure it out. It said hypothetical scenario to start off. I couldn't fit that into this banner. But let's say that Breece Hall goes round 2, pick 47 to Houston. Let's say Isaiah Spiller goes round 3, pick 89 to Buffalo. Who are you taking first in PPR Dynasty rookie drafts? Is it Breece Hall or Isaiah Spiller? Side A is Breece Hall. Side B is Isaiah Spiller. What percentage of people chose Breece Hall in this poll? Amir. Amar.
54%.
So you think that 54% of people would choose Breece Hall in this one?
Yeah.
Any reason?
Actually, can I make it 58%?
You absolutely can.
Yeah, none of us
But the
have
reason,
guessed yet.
but the reason, it should you should take Bryce Hall in your rookie drafts. If I was on the clock right now and I had this selection, I was gonna go with Bryce Hall or Isaiah Spiller. First, I'll trade down if I want a Spiller because Bryce Hall should be way more value than Isaiah Spiller because of his perception in rookie drafts right now. He's like 1-on-1 everywhere essentially. They think he's a running back 1. There's no more Mark Ingram. There's no more Philip Lindsay. I think Rex Burkhead is the only lone running back on the Houston Texans. So he would come in, take all those carries, taking all those targets with a Davis Mills-led team. But with Isaiah Spiller, you have more Josh Allen. You have a better red zone offense. You have more opportunity for touchdowns. But you also have Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary also had a good last 5 games where he essentially averaged almost 16 points, almost averaged 16 fantasy points a game. Yeah, dude, this is a hard one. I would take Spiller only because of the opportunity to be stuck to an elite offense, but I understand why Breece Hall would be the founding favorite.
All right, so 58% you said?
Yeah.
So Amar is going with 58% on side A. JL, what do you think? Do you think the actual percentage is over or under 58%?
I'm gonna go over. 50 way over is gonna be 73%. I'm gonna go way over.
JL is taking the way over here. I think that's the first utilization of the way over.
I think it might be. It's
well, last
definitely
game
my
was our first
utilization.
time having the way over, and we played teams, and that didn't really come into play very much.
Yeah,
So
our
Simon,
guesses were too good.
So Simon, what do you think? Do you think the actual percentage is over or under, way over or way under?
When you said 54%, I was thinking around 70, and so I was gonna take the way over, but you upped it to 58, and that is just enough to scare me off of the way over. Like you moved that line perfectly enough to make me think like, ooh, 73 is just a little too high. Man, and this one's also tough. Like I could see it being closer to what Amar's saying here because we saw last year people overreact to landing spots. Like it happened last year. We had Jonathan Taylor and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and all of a sudden, or that year whenever they came out 2 years ago, sorry. We saw Clyde Edwards. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I was like, no, they've been in here for a little while. Clyde Edwards-Helaire moved up and became like the consensus 101, even though Jonathan Taylor was far and away the favorite prospect. Clyde Edwards-Helaire wasn't even the second favorite prospect. So it's similar to this, right? It was Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift was like consensus the number 2, and then this third guy. I'll just take the over, but I could see Amar being close.
All right, Simon's just going to take the over. JL taking the way over, and Amar picked 58% on this one. And let's go through the chat real fast here. And again, my chat's just not working very well. I don't know why.
I got you right here. We got Shevin with 93%, Scott with 31, Brady with 88, Dave with 77, Albert with 65, Scuva with 87, Dame with 73, Sebro with 77, Sully with 78, and Mr. Scampers and Come Here Now Beach 89 with 88%.
Yeah, 80% of the chat. Well, I'm ending it now. 80% of the chat chose way over on this one.
And Come Here Now says your internet is being DDoSed. That's why.
Do you know something about that? Come Here Now.
I don't know what that means.
Being hacked, Josh.
Yeah, DDoSed, I would have said. But
yeah, I thought DDoSed. I thought it was DDoSed.
It might be. I don't know. I've only ever seen it typed.
DDoS.
I feel like I don't hear that
Simon.
said out loud very often.
You got it right, Simon.
So this is just a hypothetical scenario. Breece Hall goes round 2, pick 47 to Houston. Isaiah Spiller goes round 3, pick 89 to Buffalo. Who are you taking first in PPR Dynasty rookie drive? Side A is Breece Hall. Side B is Isaiah Spiller. The actual percentage of people that chose side A was 86%. 86% of people chose side A. And guys, it doesn't matter. You know, Breece Hall's so hyped up right now, like, and Isaiah Spiller's so like low. Like, if Breece Hall's drafted ahead of Isaiah Spiller, regardless of landing spot, I think he's going to be the number
I don't
one,
think that is that much better of a landing spot. Like Buffalo, yeah, way more powerful offense, fantastic, but Buffalo has not been a great spot for running backs in the past. And
well, and I'm not sure
Amar
Isaiah
said,
Spiller is that much better than Devin Singletary and Zach Moss to
Yeah.
guarantee he's going to come in and be the workhorse back, right?
Yeah,
Like,
But
Breece Hall went to Buffalo.
right.
But
Then it would-
Isaiah Spiller win in the second round, right? For that question, right?
third round.
Third round.
Oh,
a round later.
I was thinking they were both in the second round.
Yeah,
Mm.
third
Oh,
round.
my bad,
third
my
round.
bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Houston's a bad team, but it would be like, I feel like similar to the DeAndre Swift effect, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. How much is the way over score?
4.
4, yeah.
Yeah, it doubles the points that you get, so you get 4 for that.
All right. Look, Amir, you know, you're not in the lead right now, but look, you know, one good guess coming up, and actually, you could still win this game. You could still win this game for sure. So it's not over by any means. A lot of good guesses in the chat. Like, we had multiple guesses that were 1 or 2 percentage points away.
I believe
Scuva. Almost
I
two
was
in
going
a
to say,
row.
I think Scuva again was really close.
Technically, we always round up and round down. So it's 86.4%. So it'd be rounded down. So one more percentage points that way. And I'm taking another little sippy over here. You know what I'm saying?
And Sully here kind of hinting to what you mentioned, Amar, saying landing spot doesn't concern me nearly as much as draft capital does. So you were thinking if both those guys are drafted in the second round, then they're going to be a hell of a lot closer in your eyes.
Yeah. If it was both second round in those situations, then this poll, it does get, there's no doubt in my mind, this poll changes drastically.
Yeah.
All right. You ready, JL, for your last one here?
I'm ready, Papa.
Are you?
Let's go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, hey, we've been rocking the Dynasty polls, and we are going to keep it up. JL, your poll. It's a Dynasty Superflex trade. Side A is Terry McLaurin and Hollywood Brown. Side B is Rondale Moore, Kadarius Toney, and the 212 rookie pick. What percentage of people chose side A here, JL?
Rondale Moore. Oh, God. Superflex 212.
One thing I'm learning from this show is I need to be on Twitter more because I'm completely off.
Well, we talk about it all the time. It's
I've
like,
been way too much in the spreadsheets.
Yeah, just because these like percentage goes a certain way, right? It doesn't mean that's the fact. That's like the right answer, right? But like this game we put together kind of like makes you think a different way. It's like look at the perception. It's not what we think. It's like what does everyone else out there think? You know,
just assume that everybody thinks like us.
Mm-hmm. JL makes this point all the time, and I love it. But it can kind of like lead you to realize who's undervalued and who's overvalued, and who you can kind of go out there and make trades for. You know,
those market inefficiencies. You know,
that's what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
All right, McLaurin and Hollywood. I feel like this is a pretty lopsided trade, personally. I'm gonna go with 69%.
You're going to go with 69% on the Terry McLaurin and Hollywood Brown side here, right, JL?
Yeah.
Locking that in?
Yeah, locked in.
All right, 69% on side A. Nice. Simon, we're coming to you here. Do you think the actual percentage that voted for side A is over or under 69%?
I'm trying to decide if you would do two.
Way over or way under as well is also available.
I feel like this is really lopsided. I feel like this is the McLaurin Hollywood side, like hard. You said 79, JL?
69.
69, that would put us at what, 84? Am I doing my math right? Yeah. Would be way over.
Yeah.
I'll take way over. I think it's way up there. Like I think McLaurin and Hollywood, that's a high number, but I'm going to take the way over on this one.
All right. Simon thinks it's way over. Amar, what do you think here? Do you think the actual percentage is over or under 69% or way over or way under?
Yeah, I'm taking way over too.
Way over, you said?
Yeah.
All right. We have two way overs on the same one.
Oh,
it's not like JL went low here. You went with 69%. You went with 69%. They're going with way over. They think this is a completely lopsided trade. But what's the chat think, huh? What's the chat think? Scott's coming in here saying 67%. C-Bro saying 78%. Kevin saying 73%.
Like it.
Brady saying 69%. Nice.
Boo.
Scuba saying 86%.
You got it, Josh.
Scuba's been hot lately, so watch out. Mr. Scampers 69%. Albert 75%. Come here now 54%. Dame 83%. Kevron 52%.
Kev.
Dave 70%.
If it's 83%, I'm jumping into
lose it. Probably.
Always 77%.
I'll just I just won't get points, I guess.
My guess is reverse. Nice. All right.
Nice.
So, guys, this is a Dynasty Superflex trade. Side A has Terry McLaurin and Hollywood Brown. Side B has Rondale Moore and Kadarius Toney and the 212 rookie draft pick in this upcoming draft. Well, the actual percentage of people out of 3,046 people that chose side A in this poll was 91%. 91% of people chose side A here and both the way overs.
Enjoy that, Simon. You sit in that. You just bathe in it, bask in it. Let it spread all over you, Simon.
This game, guys.
Just Amar left me hanging. Oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
I'm gonna
Guys,
clip that and just watch it on repeat.
JL and Amar scores 10 and 9. Those scores win games like a large majority of the time. But Simon sitting there with his 20 points it's going to be a tough one here, guys. It's going to be a real tough one. But we do have one more poll ready. This is going to be played a little bit differently, like we mentioned. Everyone's going. Amar, do you have a piece of paper or a pen available by any chance? Okay, perfect. Everyone's going to write down, or a phone if you want. Everyone's going to write down their percentage, and we're going to show it at the same time. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So you can put it in your phone if you would prefer, or a piece of paper or pen.
All at the same time?
Yeah, well, so you're going to write it down, and then I'm going to tell you to show it once everyone's ready.
Whoever's closest, since this is the last round, gets points for this one.
Whoever's closest will get the points.
And if you're tied with someone else, you share the reward or lack thereof.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely correct. All right. So, guys, for the last poll here, it's a little bit of a fun one. I see debates every year, and we need to settle this Twitter. Are peeps good? Side A is yes. Side B is no. What percentage of people chose side A? Yes. Peeps are good.
See, this is an interesting one. I'm not going to give away what I'm thinking, but it's a very different question of, do you eat peeps that are in front of you? That's different than our peeps.
You are correct. That is a different question.
It's like the answer to one of those is yes, and the answer to one of those is no.
Wait, so do we show now?
No,
not yet.
I'll write it
down. We'll give it a little bit of time to simmer a little bit. We'll get some
rush me, Amar,
just to see what's up.
I didn't know you guys always rush me.
Just my thinking time.
Shoot, I don't know what I'm gonna get. My desk, if you look around, is just covered in little pieces of paper like this. There's just scraps of paper everywhere.
I always crumple mine up and throw it somewhere.
My notebook is filled with just nonsense.
Dave figured out the trick here. Dave figured out the trick. The answer to both is no. But Jay thinks peeps are delicious, guys. Jay thinks peeps are delicious.
That makes sense, given his tastes in other areas.
If I remember correctly, my mom prefers her peeps stale. Like, she'll cut the wrapper and let them sit for a couple of days before eating them.
This is unrelated to peeps, but my dad had the audacity this past weekend to say that fireballs are the best candy. Just sitting there munching on one at dinner. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I'll eat
there's
a
worse,
fireball.
There's worse candy taste. Like, if you said Almond Joy was the best candy, that's a worse.
Well, if you say black licorice is the best,
I'd rather have Almond Joy.
Oh, you know what? My dad's favorite candy is salted black licorice.
Maybe that's better.
Just okay. You just had to one up my dad's story.
No, Josh said black licorice. Josh said black licorice.
Salty black licorice. Okay.
Maybe it's like a dad thing. Like, once you become a dad, you have to pick a weird candy to be your favorite. You got fireballs, you got salted black licorice. What's yours going to be, JL?
Probably cabbage.
Cabbage is your favorite candy?
Probably, yeah.
I think I'll go with the dots that you have to eat off the paper. So you end up eating as much paper as you do candy.
Mine would be those Krusty Krab gummies, probably.
Where you get to construct.
I was 180 back to loving them.
Those are always you get them and you were so oh, this is so cool. And then one bite and you're like, man, this isn't
vomit everywhere
good.
At summer camp.
Do you ever get the big gummy pizzas? It's the same kind of gummy, but it's a pizza.
Yeah.
Maybe it's.
I got my answer, Josh.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. I want to see those answers. So, without further ado, can you guys kind of just show me what you got? Show me what you got. I want you all to show me what you got.
My screen.
Show me what you got. What you got? All right.
Mark's cheating.
What do you got, Amar?
No. My.
What's it say? What is written down? Just tell me. Just what is it? 65? All right. Cool.
65.
JL, what did you
do, Sam? I put 19.
And I said 31. So we all got some space.
Wait, this is the. Oh,
this is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's some nice handwriting, Simon.
All right, let's see what the chat has to say about this one. C-Bro thinks that 36% of people say that peeps are good. Scott's going with 29%. Dave's saying 18. We got 6% from Solly, 22% from Dame, 13% from Come Here. Scuva, 24%, Chevin, 27%, Brady, 56%, Albert, 33%, Mr. Scampers, 33% as well.
Meow.
Guys, this is for all the marbles. Kinda. I mean, Simon's got a pretty good lead here. But I see debates every year, and we need to settle this Twitter. Are peeps good? Side A is yes, side B is no. The actual percentage of people that chose side A in this poll and said that peeps are good was 21%. JL, good job on that one. JL, good job on that
Pretty
one. That's
close.
gonna get you the points.
Dude, I need to be on
that's
Twitter
fun.
more often. Like, I have no idea.
My peep game is so
peeps
weak.
are gross, bro. Peeps are gross, man.
Well, I fucking
You like
Dame.
But I
Mark?
swear
So
to God,
close with
I saw one time.
22%.
I forget. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, where people were talking about peeps, and everyone was like, "I would eat a peep if it was in front of me," or something like that. Like I would eat a peep if it was there, and that's what I was going off of. That's what I was
Dang.
going off of.
I just know there's vitriol for peeps out there.
I know there is some real hatred.
That
I
sounds
also
funny.
my favorite thing about this poll is we need to settle this once and for all.
Yeah,
Twitter.
like
as if like this
poll
poll
settles.
has the authority to. Okay, guys, we
whoever
don't have to.
posted this thought about this like at like 2 a.m. last night. It's just like, you know what? I'm gonna post that tomorrow.
And we
This
never
needs to
have
be
to
settled.
debate it again. Now it's
Yeah.
been settled, right?
It's been settled. They're garbage. They're fine. I don't have that strong opinion about them.
Amar, thank you
Wait,
so
is
much
this
for
real?
I
Yeah, dude,
get
it's a lot
my
of fun.
peeps in pickle juice. Oh,
You're a cat.
What?
So,
What? No.
you know, some people are weird with pickle juice. My former roommate told me that when he was a kid, his family, when they finished the jar of pickles, as a family, they would pass the jar around and take turns just drinking the juice from the jar.
oh,
And that's kind of weird.
that's a
Luke,
super
if
weird
really
tradition.
weird.
Yeah, just bizarre,
How do you
right?
start that tradition?
I don't know, a dad who really
Everybody
likes
come
pickle
here.
juice.
I have something for
Gather
us
around
to do.
the pickle jar.
We're just gonna take sips until it's gone.
But Amar, thank you so much, my man, for taking the
Yeah,
time.
it was
to
a lot of
come
fun,
on
guys.
today.
You're the man, man.
It's an
You're the man, man.
absolute treat. And everybody watching, if you're not already following Amar on Twitter, go and do that right now. He's on Twitter at Amr Gaabr. That is AMRGAABR. There is an extra.
And if
A
you
in there.
guys are watching, if you guys are doing draft props, we're doing a live show tonight on 404 at 7 Central.
Yes, check
There
that
we
out.
go.
Yeah.
Dude,
And you use
let's go.
Central
Yeah,
Time Zone,
everyone
the
check it
best
out.
time zone.
Yeah.
Guys, that is going to be it for us this afternoon. Thank you, everybody that tuned in and played along with us. And another big thanks to Amar. We will be back tomorrow at
Good
3
games.
p.m. Eastern time for some more fantasy football game show fun. Until then, though, adios,
Have a
everybody.
good one, guys. Bye.
Trading makes fantasy fun. Let's go.
Indeed, it does.
Hey.